Alright, let's do this. Got lucky with a shrine here. Ooh, why am I getting slowed down? Hey, what's up, guys? We are in a tier 15 map, and just want to show you our base damage here for our lightning arrow. It's 60.5k at the moment. With tailwind, that is gonna be 69.9, almost 70k. So we're gonna proc Innervate and Ice Bite. Okay, so that should have proc my Innervate and Ice Bite. So that gives us 70% damage. As you can see, my DPS is 125k at the moment. So this is our main mapping damage. It should proc all the time based on our build, our cold damage, and our passive skill tree, which I am gonna go over in a little bit. Okay, boss fight. I think she's gonna do her jump. Yeah, so this is a... I didn't even... Yeah, that was quick. I knew it. I knew it. Mana is the biggest problem right now. That's okay. Look at that. Easy. Hey, what's up, fellas? Let us get over the build, the gears, what is making this work, how expensive they are, and our skill tree and our skill gems. So for starters, this is my bow. I bought this for about 10, I think 10, 15 exalts, and I added the other two modifiers in here. I got lucky with the lightning. Our helmet is the Aziri's Disdain Gold Circlet. This is a great way to improve your survivability. For our quiver, this I bought this for 50 exalts. My sapphire ring with cold and lightning damage with some resistance, this cost me about 25, 30 exalts. And then my other ring is physical damage and lightning. This cost me about 20 exalt. So between the rings and the quiver, that's almost a divine already. So let's say my bow is a divine, rings and quiver is a divine, and the amulet cost me about, I think 30, 20, 20 to 30, I don't remember. But this also has spirit and +2 level of all projectile skills. And then the Hand of Wisdom, this cost me about 4 divine, but right now it's going for 2, I believe. So this is a lot cheaper now. Heavy belt, you can get this for cheap. Honestly, I think I bought this for 5. It had fire and cold resistance, and then I got lucky with the lightning resistance. There's a trend here. I buy things for cheap, and then I gamble. So there's definitely luck in play with the way I build my character. So and then this is a regular chess piece with energy shield and evasion rating and spirit and some resistance. Okay, let's talk about skill gem for the lightning arrow first. If you want a reference, if you want to skip through the next couple of minutes here, go to Fubgun's build. This is as close as I could get it to him without breaking my bank. I've gotten lucky with greater jewel orbs, so I slotted it in a few of them. And there's no way I would ever buy a perfect jewel orb, so I'm just gonna wait until I get lucky. Actually, I don't even know how much that costs. So for lightning arrow, we have our martial tempo for attack speed, primal armament for more damage. This is a huge boost. So 50k without it, 60k with it. It's a nice boost. So it's pretty important to have that in there. And then we have our Innervate and Ice Bite, so that when we kill shock enemies, we get 35% damage, and if we kill a frozen enemy because of Ice Bite, we get another 35%. So it's very important. This cycles quite a bit because when we freeze enemies, our Herald of Ice procs. It's a good segue here. And it shocks enemies, which procs are Herald of Thunder. And you basically get a double hit, Herald of Ice and Herald of Thunder, on the enemies that you freeze. For their skill gem, Herald of Ice, 100 more percent chance to shock, and that's the conduction. Lightning infusion to get more lightning damage with our Herald of Ice. Magnified effect to increase the area effect, and +1 level of supported cold skill. Another thing to talk about is my anointment on my amulet. It's Doomsayer, and that gives me more Herald damage and area of effect for Herald of Ice and Herald of Thunder. Orb of Storm, you can put whatever you want in here. It doesn't really matter. I put a cast speed just to cast it a little faster. Voltaic Mark is mostly for boss fights. Then cast on shock, I have Ball Lightning, typical, Im- impetus, 40% increase energy, energy retention to get more mana back because it's very, very mana hungry, and 30% less projectile speed. That is deceleration, so that your ball of lightning will slow down and activate your lightning rods more often. Talking about our lightning rods, we have our acceleration for more projectile speed, scatter shot for more lightning rods per shot, and then half for more physical damage, 30% more for for boss fights, and more area damage. Obviously, because we want to focus these damage on a single target. So we have concentrated effect there. We have Grim Feast for survivability that works really well with our helmet. Wind Dancer, we have Blind here, Clarity, so that we have increased mana regeneration, and Pin. So Herald of Thunder, we have cold damage and freeze buildup, so that we can activate Herald of Ice with it as well. So it's a big cycle. And then long shot, so that we can get more damage with the enemies that we can't even see on the screen. And then cold penetration for more cold penetration. Okay, for our skill tree, I'll try to go through this as quickly as possible. First, we have Vile Wounds that gives us 33% increased damage when we hit enemies that are affected by elemental ailments, which is freeze, shock, chill. Essence of Mountain. This gives us extra cold damage and freeze buildup. We want to grab these 3 nodes here. This helps a lot on freezing enemies, so you can activate your Herald and your 70% damage boost at, at any start of the fight. So I would suggest to pick these 3 up. And then we have our Mindful Awareness for Energy Shield and Evasion Rating. I'm gonna go all the way back down to get our skill speed. Not only that, this gives us 15% increased mana regeneration rate. So this helps our build for more DPS. And then we're gonna grab Essence of the Storm to get 5% of damage as extra lightning damage. Also, it increases our chance to shock, which is helpful to start our cycle again to proc Herald of Thunder, that procs Herald of Ice, rinse and repeat. We are going to grab all our quiver boosts, and then we are gonna grab Catalyst. Another important thing about this line is a jewel slot that is very close to it. Maiming Strike to give us a 25% attack damage. And then we're going to grab our Jewel slot here again so that we can increase our damage even further. Then we're going to grab Feathered Fletching so that our projectile speed bonuses will also apply as damage to our bows. And if you have extra ones, I would grab these 12% damage with bows. If not, I would skip them and prioritize others. Then we're going to go up and get our critical damage bonus and critical hit chance. We're going to grab our Herald damage boost, Coming Calamity, here to Falcon Technique for attack speed. Then we're going to go up, 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 up to grab this Jewel slot for more increase in damage. And then Kite Runner for an extra 30% increase in damage. Then from there, we're gonna go all the way up here to grab most of these nodes. This gives us critical hit chance, critical damage bonus. We go back here and we grabbed another jewel slot for more easy increase in damage. And then we're gonna go all the way to the right to grab another jewel slot here for more increase in damage. Um, and then down here to grab Wildstorm, 15% more maximum lightning damage. So this is a big boost in damage. As you can see, our base is 60. If you know, it gives about 5k damage here. You would want to grab this jewel slot here as well. Another jewel slot here as well. So if you go down and get this jewel slot. So as you can tell, I've prioritized quite a bit of jewel slots all around this area because they're easy way to boost your damage by a lot. That's it. That's all I have for you. That's my build. All right. Leave a like, leave a comment if you have any question. Let me know. Peace.